All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Shalom, shalom, and shalom, Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again on this Devil platform with another message. And I will say this is a lovely afternoon in which the Most High Yah has made. And I, Sister Deborah, shall, and I will rest therein. I want to come with a message, and it's titled Cut Through the Cheese. Cut through the cheese. And I'm making a statement so those that are out there may understand that you can cut through all this cheese, y'all. Cut through it. Let's get to the hard core of the matter. I'm going to start with Deuteronomy 28. I'm going up in Deuteronomy 28 because that's one um, book that the Father has showed up and showed out in. And when I say show up and show out, he made sure this sister understood what would be the end days. A lot of times we look for the prophets, the apostles, and all of them to tell us the end days. But here in Deuteronomy 28, the end days were already set for a people. So I want to come after the tribe of Judah. Tribe of Judah is what I'm responsible for sitting in the midst or being in the midst. There are many of people out here that really don't understand why they want the power and control over woman, not understanding how he created it from the beginning in his perfect will, that man has taken it out of Yah's will and have made it his will. And he got the whole world believing that it's about him and his authority and his power. But what you're about to see in the world today, is the mighty right hand of the Father. He's already doing it. And that's the part that bothers me as a prophetess. I say to the Father just about every day, Father, they can't see that. They can't see that. A lot of it they can't, nor will they. But this message is cut through all the cheese, y'all. Just to get to the core of the matter. And I want to first come into Deuteronomy 28 because that's a book that's in the instructions and direction book that is in chapter Deuteronomy 28. I understood and understand, and I salute it because I have the fullness of it. I couldn't salute it if I did not have the fullness. And saluting Deuteronomy 28 it means it's a spiritual thing where I say, okay, you nailed that, Father. You nailed that. I get it. I get it. 99.9 of the house of Israel, nor the tribe of Judah, accept Deuteronomy 28. They can't salute it. It's because they haven't went up in it and dissected to the point where the Ruach will show them the truth of the matter. Now, many of them think that they can bypass Deuteronomy 28 because all they wanted to know is, are we the people by the ships, the bondage, the slavery, and the yoke upon our necks, so that they can claim we are the true people that is spoken of. But they didn't want the part that says, yes, you're the true people, but I'm going to destroy your butt. They don't want that, y'all. Nor did they teach it to you, even though they knew it. It's just like the heathens and Gentiles. You have you have those that are in Israel and in Judah, especially Judah, so excited because a European has called them out to be the people. That shows you that they are destroyed mentally, because it was not that they didn't know that you were the people. It's just that because you're too ignorant to realize that there's nothing new under the sun. So they are not telling you nothing new, even though it feels good to you to know that a heathen and a Gentile are saying you the people. That's the weakness of the mindset of Israel and Judah. That shows you right there you got a mental problem. It's where you sit around waiting, you magnify, you glorify individual Europeans, heathens, and Gentiles when they say that you are the true Jews. Who gives a rat's behind what they have to say out of their mouths? A weak-minded black person, not a black person, a tribe of Judah and the house of Israel. Basically, I'm speaking of the tribe of Judah. You can tell that there's something wrong with them up here. Now, what I have come to understand is this: just because their forefathers knew and done things, it wasn't saying that they knew. But the truth of the matter is, just like I know who we are and knew who we are, the Father is letting you know. They knew because they failed. Not that they failed, they reject what was out there for them to know. So them coming up telling, oh, when I found out this, you ain't found out nothing, baby. There's nothing new under the sun. You bet's bet. My brother Solomon explained that to me. He broke that thing down. And I know exactly what he's talking about. But cause to know what's under the sun is off the chain. And you can't find a Judah to grip any of that, because they so busy teaching about how they can get power, authority, ruler, wives, lusts fulfilled, desires on the earth, that they forgot. Not that they forgot, let me not give them that they forsaken, that they should have been the people that's being on the hill like unto a light that cannot be hidden. Instead, they form their own religion, their own belief, their own interpretation, to where now, cut through the cheese. Y'all better wake up and see what Judah men are doing. And because of the men being 100 times 100 out of order, I'm going to have to take this a call, please. Yes, sir. And that's what it is. Hospital, clinics, and that sort of stuff. You understand now? Oh, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Wow, my mind had just, and you know what else? It's, oh, okay, that was the business line. Okay, I see now. So again, as we go into Deuteronomy, I'm sorry, you guys, as I go into Deuteronomy 28, I find myself back in the wilderness being shown again what took place before the foundation of the world. And I want to let you all know we're not going to escape the whole end game of Deuteronomy 28. And I think that is something that is actually taking place as I speak. Uh, Many of us thinking we are going to escape Deuteronomy 28, but Deuteronomy 28 bounced off of Ezekiel, Jeremiah, Daniel, Isaiah. It's bouncing off of all of them. You see what I'm saying? It's almost like you can't escape it. So I would suggest many people go back to Deuteronomy 28 and read from um, 19 all the way to the end, and then you would have a better feel of what actually the Most High's right hand is going to do to the house of Israel. Because why and he don't want me to keep saying sad. He don't want me to keep saying ignorant because those are words, escape words. It's words you giving people so that they can escape the reality of truth. And he said that's not going to be. So when you go into Deuteronomy 28, it's showing you how he's going to destroy Israel and Judah, the house of Israel. Now, what he wanted me to tell you, and reason why I jumped on live, was right today. Many people don't understand when he said his judgment is going to start with the house. Okay, the Father wants you to have full understanding that the house means the house of Israel, the whole house of Israel, meaning it's including Judah. It does not mean the saints, you guys. It does not mean the church, you guys. It means the house of Israel. Okay? See, what y'all don't understand, the reason why it's not the saints and it's not the church is because they are under, the saints in this church is under the body of Hamashiach. You get what I'm saying? And he's not in tune with going into the body and judging the body. That's not what he's going to do. He's not going to judge the body. He's not going to judge the saints, but he's going to judge the house. And what a lot of you all don't understand, because you're more so geared to waiting for some man to break it down to you from the words. And you have rejected the Ruach to be the teacher from the inside out. So when these people start teaching on the outside, you can shut them down from the inside. And see, that's what you all never knew. And you don't care to know, because you're more content with hearing someone else tell you more so than what you should be doing, or what is needed, that not so much as you should be doing, that you should be taking heed to. Now, I will say to you that what he said to me before I got on live, I said, well, okay, it's getting ready. You know, my ride is coming and I'm getting ready. But he said, I need you to explain what the house is. Because they taking this for a joke. That you already told them, my judgment is on them. And they're going to see it. You're going to behold it. You're going to feel it. You're going to hear it. You're not going to escape the judgment toward the house. That's the problem with the house of Israel. They thinking they have escaped everything, even the 400 years. They came straight through the 400 years without even understanding what the 400 years is consist of. He even gave them an idea in Deuteronomy 28, and they don't pay that no mind. They haven't went into Deuteronomy 28, verse 19 through the end of Deuteronomy 28. They haven't went through it. They haven't read it. They haven't studied it. They haven't mastered it. They haven't done anything. It's not that they have not done it. It's they don't see you work breaking it down, not breaking it down, giving spirit and truth to, giving the truth of the whole matter. They got to give you what they desire to give you. Okay? So the whole house is where the judgment is going to start. So while you all, I'm going to show you how messed up you all are. While you all are really sitting around waiting for something to come get you to take you to the promised land, wait a minute, hold up. Y'all wait for them to destroy Babylon. Y'all waiting for him to use his wrath toward the heathens and Gentiles. No, people. He's coming for you, Judith. He's coming for you, Israel. You are the house that he's coming for. He's not coming for the house, the church and the saints that's under the body of Christ, that's under the body of Hamashiach. He's coming for the house of Israel. That stiff-necked one, that disobedient, that rebellion. These people who are falling under Pastor Dow. Now, I ain't even say Dow. I see everybody making videos after videos. It don't matter how many videos you make. It was one time you was uplifting him. You was boasting him. You put his ego up as high as it could go. And this is why he feel he can't be touched. But the judgment of the Most High Yah is not just on him. Every fruit upon his tree that hangs, every leaf, every stem, every fruit that fell off his tree, every fruit that got away from his tree, Yah is going to deal with them all accordingly. Why? Because a lot of them have gotten away from his tree and yet still have him growing in them through the same wicked ways that he had. They're like unto the tree. You got the man Rufus out here, and you got all these men, these I know they messed up. Cut the cheese. Cut through the cheese. Y'all messed up from what you call the floor. Because y'all sitting here soothing and rubbing Rufus' head, comforting him. And this man ain't got a repent in him, a sorrow nor a remorse. Why you say that, Deborah? He came from the tree itself for 14 years. He's been one of the longest one with the tree that had been this rotten all this time. And you have had so many men that's willing to stand side by side, toe to toe with dogs, just in the name of polygamy. Just in the name of that. And polygamy is only for the flesh. So these men are supporting the flesh, calling it righteous. You see how messed up Judith is? Judith messed up from the floor. They making video after video and nobody ain't saying nothing. They ain't saying nothing. They ain't bringing nothing down. They ain't bringing nothing to the light because they still detached somewhere or another. They still want. How are you going to get repent from Satan? You think Satan going to come and repent after he been getting away with things all this time? Satan ain't coming to repent to nobody. Satan ain't coming to turn because people are saying things about him. No, he got a plan. He got a plan. And I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell y'all something. All this here, cut through the cheese. I'm cutting through the cheese. Cut through all that cheese. All this here fear tactics that this man has embedded in him, but he don't understand. You can't fear. You can't cause y'all to fear you. You can cause these men that been following you, boasting you, putting you up on high. I'm talking about Pastor Dow. Cut through all the cheese, y'all. This man been wicked from the beginning. And some people say, oh, he wasn't like that at the beginning. Stop lying. You probably would say that about Saul too. As if y'all don't know the beginning to the end when he put Saul in there. Come on now. He knew what Saul would be before he even put him king. He knew already, I'm going to build him up just to tear him down. Come on. Don't tell me what the throne don't know already. Just because you run around here trying to uplift and boost and set people on pedestals, that's on you. But in Deuteronomy 28, it tells you, I ain't going to stop, Deborah, until they are destroyed. Why would the Father say that? Why would he make that known over and over and over and over and over and over and over in Deuteronomy endgame, in Deuteronomy 28 endgame? Because he wants that to manifest here. That's the end game of your captivity. And you all want to lie. You all want to make these people kings, leaders, and rulers in captivity. You cannot, but you have. The whole idea of getting people off, away from everybody, is a part of manipulation. It's a cult because you're showing them what you got, what you have. That's this man's mindset. He's a 100% narcissist. That's what he is, a narcissist. He 100%. He's wicked and evil. He's got many men that have a hate that's beyond a hate, that's beyond a hate among their own women. Got these men thinking women are supposed to be only under their feet. That is not the will of the Creator in Genesis 1 when he had his perfect will created. How did it get off balance? Men. And they don't have no problem with it. He was talking about in 2 Timothy chapter 3. He revealed how the men was going to be in this day and time. Nobody take heed to it. Boasters, boosters, liars, all kind of things. It was category, and nobody wants to see it for what it is. Everybody wants to cover it up, and that's why the judgment is on the whole house of Israel. That's where we at. So when y'all running around here looking for the war, you're looking for the war. You're looking for him to get the heathens and the Gentiles. You're looking for him to get the Europeans. You're looking for him to get the American. He ain't coming to get them. He got to get you first. And you thinking you under the Hamashiach. No, you not. Only the church and the saints are there. But the house that he said needs to be judged is the house of Israel. And you want me to tell you, he's speaking to the men. Because when he bring the men down, the woman that follow these men, they're coming down with them. Yes, he don't care. You're going to fall. You're going to sink with the Titanic. Okay? So understand, the house is not the saints. The house is not the church. The house is the house of Israel and the tribe of Judah. Most of them are not in the church. Most of them are not in a part of the saints. See, y'all didn't know that, did you? But that's the truth of the matter. That's cutting the cheese. And I put that title so that I can speak on what these these Judith men are doing, making all these videos about Dow, and ain't nan one of them saying nothing. They ain't saying nothing that they really didn't know, and nor no one else. Everybody knew that about this man. If you didn't, it's because you've been walking in darkness and still walking darkness. Sister Deborah been talking about this since I've been on here, about this Dow. And it's the ways, if you can see the evil and wicked ways of them, it will blow your mind. And you'll wonder, why would these same one that boast and boost, put him on a high pedestal, praise him, gave him award, did this and did that, why are they now going after him? Because they are no better than him. And they feel that since Rufus came out, not understanding Rufus either like unto thou or worse. Y'all didn't know that, did you? He is like unto thou or worse. He put that same tough, I want to fight, I want to kill, let me explain something to you all. Do you know that there are men of Judah that don't give a rat's behind who you are? Do y'all understand that? They don't care how many guns you got. They're going to the police department and start shooting up. There are Judah men that would do that, especially the younger ones. They don't care about you and your weapons and your gun, or how big you are and how buff you are, how tough you are and how bad you are and how high your name is. They'll come in there and take you out like a blink of an eye. They can get a 12-year-old that'll come and take Dow out with a blink of an eye. The mindset of Judah don't care about all that. So all that buffing they have, I'm sick of seeing these men trying to be Big Daddy Kane, trying to be big and tough and bad. I got guns, I got weapons. All you doing is showing the world that you ain't got crap. Because when they come down on you, they come to take everything you got and put your tail 6 foot under. You see, this is the stupidity of the lost minded of Judah. Show the world everything they got. Be on this devil platform boasting and boosting like they tough and they bad. And Rufus online on nationwide YouTube talking about pull up. Tell me where I meet you. Yeah, I bet you somebody gonna get killed. But wait a minute, bro. Wasn't you just a few minutes talking about you apologize? You don't have no ill feeling? Y'all, one video he said he don't have no ill feeling. The next video he ready to throw down. This is what I'm saying. Cut through all the cheese, y'all. Don't get entangled with none of these people who's living this cult mindset like Dow. Stay away from polygamy. It is nothing righteous is in it. What did he say? He said, what do dark have in common with light? What do righteous have in common with unrighteous? Polygamy is for unrighteous. Why? Because it's of the flesh. Y'all get it? Do y'all understand that? Polygamy is only a flesh thing. It has nothing detached to it that's spirit. What do you mean, Deborah? The Father say we worship him in spirit and in truth. So if polygamy has no detachment to the spiritual realm, why is it they trying to make your Yah detached to it? He has no dealings in it. None whatsoever. That's the flesh of man. They want to stay into Torah because Torah, they got away with everything, y'all. Back in Torah, they got away with everything. And that's what they want to bring today. And they don't understand. You done got away with it for thousands of years. You ain't gonna get away with nothing else. The Father wants you to know his judgment is right now. It's been here. A lot of you all haven't seen. I'm telling you why you really haven't seen it. When you start seeing what they're doing, and he's saying it's going to be all seen nationwide, all over the world. From T.D. Jakes to P. Daddy, those are people in the world. That's who the church, that's who the house of Israel is. See, y'all didn't know they did you. See, y'all thinking the house is holier than thou. No. The judgment's coming down on P. Daddy, Puff Daddy, on T.D. Jakes, and all Judith that's running around here trying to deceive the mass of their own tribe so that y'all won't have none to take up out of here. Y'all don't have no problem with that. Why he don't have no problem? Because the kingdom of heaven already divided what's what. He already got two books. He got a book over here called the book of life, and he got books over here called the books to the lake of hell of fire. So he already divided everybody from the kingdom. So you ain't whooping nothing on my Father that's in the kingdom, that sits on the throne. You ain't putting nothing on him that he ain't already put on your tail. You see what I'm saying? That's how gone Judah is. How do you know they that gone, Deborah? Deuteronomy 28. They lied to y'all all that time. They've been lying to you all that time. And you here it is, we're in the end days, and you sitting here trying to force y'all to come get y'all out of the land of your captives. No. He said his judgment's going to deal with these darn ones in that's what? In the house of who? The whole house of Israel. I'm dealing with them, Deborah. I let them people go with so much stuff, no more. And it's not going to be something that you ain't going to feel. You're going to feel that thing. You run around here and don't want to feel Deuteronomy 28 end game, but you're going to feel that bad boy. You're going to feel that judgment. You're going to see that judgment. You're going to behold that judgment. You're going to want to talk about it, but ain't nobody going to want to hear it. Why? Because they're going to be trying to blame someone else even for the judgment that Yah is putting down on them right here today. And he's starting with those of the house of Israel. I know you waiting for him to get the Gentiles. He gonna get them. He already got them. They in the books, y'all. See, I don't mess with the Most High, y'all. He got everything written. That's you all clowning down here thinking you can override him and what he has already predestined, ordained, and foreknew, and got written in the kingdom. But the truth be told, cut through all the cheese, what you see is a product of destruction among Judah, because Judah they keep tag teaming with each other. They keep touching base with each other, making each other right one way and wrong the other. Okay, I'm gonna make you right on this end, but you're wrong on this. I'm gonna make you right on this end. I'm gonna support you here, but I'm gonna show you I'm not gonna support you here. What difference does it make if it's unrighteous in what they're doing? It's all what it is, wicked and evil. Call it what it is. So I, Sister Deborah, say unto you in Deuteronomy 28, when he constantly said, until they are destroyed, what does you think he's saying? He's going to bring them a popsicle or something while they watch the heathens and Gentiles be destroyed? No, he's telling Judah, he's telling Israel, I'm going to destroy your butt. Then he turned around and tell you he's going to put the judgment on the house first. That means no, he ain't coming to get Biden and Trump and America first. He coming after you. And you walking around here thinking you all that and something, and you waiting for the ship to come take you to the promised land. No, baby. Y'all got it all bent up and down. They done took y'all tails way out in the middle of the ocean. You can't even see the dry land to swim back. You that far out. Mentally, spiritually, you gone. So in Deuteronomy 28, I sit back and I thought the house. He said, no, tell them, make sure you let them know the house is not the saints. The house is not the church. The house is the whole house of Israel. I'm judging a butt right here and now. And each time they don't feel it, I'm going to turn that bad boy up. To not only do they feel it, they're going to see it, they're going to behold it, they're going to reject it, they're going to elect it, elect it. No, not elected, elect it. Because they don't want to be looked at as being judged by the Most High God. They're going to cover it up. They're going to do everything. Right here today, let me explain something. This European who complained about the Most High, not the Most High, about Dow's, and what he did to break up his marriage, a European. And I said probably 4 years ago, that's what's going to bring the house of Straightway all down. Because when you mix them together like that, They ain't gonna bother you long as you're doing your own wrong. But don't let them see on the internet that one of theirs got caught up in Straightway. And Straightway did them wrong. They coming for your dolls. And y'all, judgment. Is set for you. And many others that have supported you in time. When you support him regarding polygamy, you're supporting him in everything he does. That's what I was just saying to you. You can't support him here and agree with him here. You can't support him and agree with him here. What the rat's behind is that? How you going to support him here but disagree with him here? Support him here but disagree with him here. But then you support him here. You support him and you disagree with everything he's doing except for polygamy. You agree with him. This shows you the sickness of men in the house of Judah, because they don't know they left from their right. They don't know what's righteous and what's unrighteous. And another thing they're doing is they're supporting him. I don't think they they know he wrong. I think they know he wrong, but they love the power that he has shown them that he has, and really he don't have any. He's serving Satan, and they are serving him. And nobody should, and I see a lot of them talking about Rufus, a lot of them talking to him. Leave that man alone, y'all. That's why he chew y'all tails out every time y'all get close to his tree, because he know he is like unto that tree. He'll chew y'all tails out quick, and then he want to fight. Talking about shooting and killing. Wait a minute. You say you're a pastor. Weren't you just on here a couple of days repenting? Apologizing, and all the men was here. Oh, I like what he did. He did right. That's a true man of God. Now he's on here talking about shooting and killing. Now what you got to say? See, the men don't have sense to take on anything righteous. They just take on anything a man say and take it and put it on the highest pedestal so other men can take to it. And that's a sad way to live and a sad way to go out. Because Yah is checking you with Rufus and Dow and their ways, agreeing with anything that they're doing, because he knows if they doing 20 things wicked and evil, and cause you think polygamy is righteous. What's righteous? Righteous is the spirit of Yah. So how are you making polygamy righteous? It's righteous as the spirit of righteous, or it's unrighteous. It's a part of Satan's deal of the flesh. It's either one or the other. See how silly they are? Y'all say you can't worship him nothing. You can't worship him outside of the spirit. So it has to be a part of the flesh. It's the desire of the man's flesh. And that's what he has locked into their minds, to where all of them just about is getting 3 and 4 wives. Some of them probably got more. So I'm just saying to you, that's how sick it is. So cut through all that cheese. Every last one of you Negroes out there who running up behind making videos on Dow. Cut through all that cheese. Cover the truth of the matter of righteous. And stop making these videos to support him in any shape, form, or fashion. So if you for him, you for him. And ain't nothing wrong with being for Satan if that's who you are. But don't try to straddle the fence. 1 minute you on his side of what he doing righteous. Then the next minute you calling him out against 7 or 8, 9, 10 things he doing unrighteous and evil and wicked. You don't know what side you want to be on. So Sister Deborah says, I hope you got something out of it. And I say, cut through the cheese. That's what should be going on in this day and time. We need to cut through all this cheese. Bring the truth of the whole matter out. Because as long as you speak in spirit and truth, because spirit and truth is the Ruach, he is not coming to deal with darkness and calling darkness light. If he can't speak light, he ain't going to be calling darkness the darkness. If he's the light, he's going to show you that darkness is darkness, wicked and evil, because he is the light that show up the wicked and evil in darkness. So I, Sister Deborah, say unto you, I hope you got something out of that. I will be back at 7 p.m. Central Time. And let's start cutting through the cheese in everything we do, we say, and we do. That means put all that wicked and evil stuff behind. Cut through all that. Go on and be about spirit and truth. Be about the whole truth of the matter, and not try to straddle the fence, trying to be on both sides, thinking you playing on the people, because you ain't playing on nobody but yourself. Because the Most High's judgment, he said that's him. That ain't Sister Deborah. That ain't nobody else. That's him. Watch what you see. Watch what you behold. Watch what you feel. Because the judgment of the Most High, y'all, is on the earth for the house. Shalom and shalom.